episode 47 of the Nifty Knitting Ninja podcast. As always, I am your host, Abigail Wright. It's been a while. I am going to change up the format of this podcast a little bit by talking about life stuff first, just get everyone caught up. For anyone who is here just for knitting content, which I'm not going to lie is going to be a little bit light this time, I'm going to put a timestamp right here. So you guys can skip the whole life event stuff if you aren't interested. So it is January 2nd, 2019. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope that you had a wonderful New Year's and New Year's Eve and a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. It is 9:45 a.m. and it's very cloudy outside. I don't think the sun is coming out tonight, so we're just working with the lighting that we have. But yeah, life events. So last time I talked to you, I believe I told you I was engaged. Well, October 8th, I got married, and we prepared a wedding for 200 people, and like 45 showed up. So we had a lot of leftovers, which is okay. But, so we had a very nice wedding, we got married, and we, later that month, I believe it was around October 22nd, 23rd, we adopted a kitten, which we named Cosmo. He's a handful. Not gonna lie, he's very wild, he's a handful, but he can be very sweet. So we're just kind of seeing how that works out and how that goes. And for anybody who doesn't follow me on Instagram, my husband and I, are gonna have a baby this year. I am currently going through the first week of my second trimester, so still not feeling too well, but definitely feeling better than I was in my first. Our little one is due in July, so that's been fun. I would stand up and show you the bump, but because I'm sitting on my bed and where the camera is, it would be really awkward. So I'm not going to do that this time. So yeah, that's what's been happening. I've been very busy. Just gotten back into the swing of dyeing for my business, the Psychedelic Sheep, which I will talk about later. I will save that for later. So yeah, we've been doing really good. We've been married for almost 4 months now, which seems crazy because so much has happened. But we're enjoying it. We're thoroughly enjoying each other, and just sliding in the married life like we know what to do. So I've been up. I've had a bit of breakfast this morning because I gotta feed this little one. And I've started a load of laundry, cleaned up the house a little bit. I even did my makeup, so I'm counting it as a good day because I usually sleep till 9 and don't have any of that done so far. We have a room full of, it's basically a storage room right now, so we've been working really hard at getting that cleaned out and organized, and we're going to make it into a nursery for the baby, so that's coming along nicely. We've actually gotten a lot of work done on it. And we are in an apartment, so I am hoping that the neighbors decide to stay quiet for a little bit. Above us, you may hear stomping. Over there, they like to play their bass, and over here this morning, they've been fighting. So, we're gonna hope that none of that sound comes through on camera. Also, if I look a little bit white today and I look washed out, I am really sorry. I had to open the blinds over here because the lighting was just way too bad if I didn't have what tiny bit of natural lighting I have coming in along with the lights. So, yeah, sorry. Sorry that it looked like a ghost, but that's how it's gonna be today. I really, really wanted to film a new episode and get it out for you guys. Because that's a goal for the New Year's, to get more podcast episodes out. By the way, if you are a new viewer, thank you so much for joining me. This may not be the best one to start out with. You may want to go back about 5 or 6 episodes. Not sure those are any better, but you may want to do that. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for staying with me, even though I've disappeared for a while. But can't tell you how much that means to me. Okay, and we're going to get on with the Knifty content right now. So, things that I've previously talked about I can't show you because they've already been given away and gifted. I was working on the Pebble Beach shawl by Helen Stewart. I made those for my maid of honor and my bridesmaids for my wedding, and those have been gifted and they're with their prospective people. Also, that blanket that I was working on for my little sister-in-law has been gifted. That was her Christmas present. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that have been gifted, and I can't even tell you everything that I've made between last podcast and this one, but I pulled out my most recents that I can remember, so that's what I'm going to show today. And instead of segmenting this video, because I don't have a lot of time anymore to edit it, I think I'm just going to go run through from one section to the next. So, what I have as far as finished objects, I'm going to do those first. This was one of the first things that I cast on for the baby as soon as we found out. And it's just a simple blanket. I'm not even sure that I use a pattern. It's white, gray, red, or burgundy, sorry, brown. And as you can see, I think I'm gonna show you this in the white gray part. You can't see it that well, but you can see texture. It is done in a double moss stitch, and it's just a little stroller car seat blanket, and I love it, guys. It is made out of, my husband got rid of my ball band, it was sitting on the nightstand. It is made out of chenille yarn by Bernat, I believe. Bernat, soft and chunky. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so out of practice. I didn't prepare. But it is soft and so squishy, and I love it, and I can't wait to cover up my baby in it next winter. I won't be able to use it when the baby's born because hello, July, hot. So unfortunately it'll have to wait, but that's the first thing I've made for the baby. And the second thing that I've made for the baby, I've made this teeny tiny, and you guys can't see it that well. Here, let me try to do this. There we go. It's a teeny tiny newborn vertebrae. Made it with a self-striping yarn with contrasting rib. And you guys will notice about this that I didn't do full sleeves. I basically just put the sleeve stitches on holders where it said to, and I picked it up and did rib. And that's because since my newborn is going to be a July baby, I kind of wanted this to serve the purpose of if we're in AC in a store somewhere and it's a little bit cool and it's a little chilly, they can kind of wear this as kind of like a little extra layer to protect them against getting too cool in the store. And then we can take it off before we go out. So sadly, not a whole lot of newborn sweaters in my future, but there will be baby sweaters, I promise. This next thing that I'm going to show you, I've been just freelance making granny squares out of the same chenille yarn that I made the baby blanket. And it's going to be kind of in the same color scheme. That one's a little wonky, I'm not sure why. But I've been making those, and it's not going to be another blanket for my baby, because the first one was my baby's. But since I don't want two blankets kind of in the same color scheme, so this one I'm going to make up and I'm going to donate to this wonderful place that's been helping me out with my baby, and so I want to give back and help other babies as well. Sorry, this show is going to be all about babies today. And it won't stop there, I have a feeling. So I had some leftover Knit Picks Felici from some socks that I made. And the very kind Skenanigans, when she first released this pattern, she was offering it for free with a coupon code, which was very generous. So I snatched it up. It's the northeasterly pattern. Sorry, dangling needle. And I'm not going to give away the secret sauce because it is a paid pattern, even though I didn't pay for it. It looks like little arrows, and I just love this so much. I am working this up on a size US 2 needle, which I believe is a 1.75 millimeter. And I'm also making this as a blanket for the baby. Whether it'll get done before the baby's here or not, excuse me, I don't know. But I'm going to try. I already have my next yarn picked out because I'm out of the Felici that I've been working with. And this cute little bag that I have it sitting in is from our honeymoon trip. We went to Colorado, so I thought that the little travel campers were appropriate. And I've got little Colorado pins. I got Pikes Peak, Garden of the Gods. I've got my screen froze. Hold on. Got a little Colorado license plate. I've got one that says Idaho Springs because we went there. And I've got a colorful Colorado pin on there as well. So this is one of my favorite bags because it always reminds me of our honeymoon trip out to Colorado, and which was amazing. Yeah, so that's one of my new favorites. And in this bag, which I got from, I believe it's Devonshire Farms in Rocky Mount, Missouri. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. I bought this at If I Were You 2018. And I just love it. It is free-styled stitched. And it is beautiful. I love these little black face sheets. They're just so cute. So what I have in here, and these are actually my honeymoon socks, which I don't know why they're not in my honeymoon bag, but they're in this one. I have a sock. So this was obviously knit from a sock blank. It's just a plain 60 stitch vanilla sock with a 1x1 rib. And I haven't made the second one. I only have one, but I'm planning on starting the second one today. I am making it out of the sock blank by Victoria House Fibers, which makes amazing stenciled sock blanks. I just love it, love it, love it so much. And I thought knitting a neutral sock with little flecks of color, that's going to be really boring, but it's not. It's fantastic, and I love it. Like I said, I'm going to start the second one today and hopefully get that done. And I have this maybe not so crazy little notion in my head that I'm going to make, I'm going to take my leftovers and make mini socks out of them, so my little mini-me can have socks just like me and their daddy. So we're gonna see how that works out. I'm not sure if that's gonna work out, but we're gonna hope. And that's it for today, guys. That's kind of all that I have. I told you it was gonna be a little bit late on content, and I'm sorry for that, but I just, if I tried to remember and talk about all the things that I've made, I mean, I don't think that would happen because I've made so many things, and then, like, pregnancy brain is a real thing, so remembering isn't my strong point right now. So yeah, I also found out during my pregnancy that my sister is 4 days ahead of me in her pregnancy, so her baby's 4 days older than mine. I have no idea how we did that, but I think it's hilarious. So that's kind of cool. And I'm gonna do a little bit of shop news before I let you guys go. So in shop news, I closed my shop down for the month of October. I just kind of wanted to focus on my wedding and focus enjoying my honeymoon and spending time with my new husband, and just taking that time and just enjoying it. So I reopened my shop back in November, and kind of just left it left it hanging. But on actually yesterday I did have a small update. I've added and unfortunately I didn't bring any yarns in to show you guys. Like I said, out of practice, so sorry. But I've added, I think, 2 or 3 new colorways and a new base. It's called my Heavy Hippie base. It is a 70% superwash wool, 30% super fine alpaca, and guys, it is so squishy and soft, like next to skin soft, and the halo on it is just amazing. Like, I love the fuzziness. It's like a teddy bear made into yarn. So that's really awesome. I added that and it dyes up so well. I'm so excited. And that is a super bulky base, so it is a bigger yarn that I've decided to add. I don't, whether it'll be a reoccurring base or not, that depends on how popular it is, because it is quite a hefty price to get it from my supplier. So if you guys like it, I will keep dyeing it, but it's just too expensive to keep dyeing if nobody's gonna buy it. With that being said, I did do more dyeing yesterday, as well as having a small shop update. And I'm hoping to pop those into the shop Friday, which is 2 days from now. That's the 4th? Yes, the 4th. I'm hoping to get those into the shop on the 4th. I have some really amazing colorways coming at you guys. I have 3 new colorways coming. I have Magical Unicorn Mane, which is a very tonal, eye-searing purple, pink tonal, and it's so fun, and it's on sparkle. How can you not love it? Like, I love it so much, and I hope that you guys really love it too. I also have something called Hello Grillo. It's a half and half yellow, half gray, with gray speckles on the yellow and yellow speckles on the gray. So that's fun. I think that one's probably gonna micro stripe if I'm thinking correctly. So that could be fun. I also have a new colorway coming called Baby T in honor of my little one who's gonna be arriving. And so I have these. The Hello Grillo is on one base, the Magical Unicorn Mane is on Sparkle, and I have Baby T on 2 different bases, so those will all be in the shop Friday. I don't know what time yet, probably sometime between morning and afternoon. So yeah, go check it out if you guys are interested. And I think that's what I have for today. I'm hoping to podcast again next week, because I am currently a stay-at-home homemaker right now. I unfortunately got laid off of my job at the beginning of last month, and just have kind of been home taking care of things at the moment because I was still getting through the first trimester, and the second trimester has had a rough beginning, so kind of just taking care of myself and the baby. So yeah, I actually have time to podcast now, so hopefully I'm gonna podcast next week. If not, I will definitely try to podcast the week after. With that being said, I hope that you guys are having a great start to your new year. I hope that you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you again next time. Bye!